Hello, buttholes. It's B Junior back in the movie cave on the Endurance Productions YouTube channel. The series at the Flicks. I'm back at it, guys. I'm going full force, full fury back to the movies this year. This is the year of the movies for B Junior. Don't even care if they're good or bad. I got to get out to the theaters more, guys. I was so disappointed in myself last year. That is the series. The movie this time was Michael Mann's Blackhat. That's right, the espionage thriller. I did a coin toss between that one and American Sniper, and it won the coin toss. So I went and saw Michael Mann's Blackhat. Gotta say, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I'm gonna tell you out of the gate. Even for diehard Michael Mann film fans, you may want to wait for video. And let me tell you why. Mainly because the movie was good. There are some action set pieces in the movie. The performances are okay, but not the best I've ever seen in a Michael Mann film. You know, Michael Mann does extensive research, and he has all these, the majority of his characters in his movies have these multitudes of history behind them. They have all these backstories that you never see or hear on the screen, but it kind of, the actors incorporate that into their characters and the way they act. They did okay with that this time. You can tell that there was a lot of backstory behind a lot of the characters, but at the same time, it deals with a computer hacker that's pulled out of prison to help the FBI locate another computer bad guy hacker that is trying to corner the market and, yeah, just destroy the infrastructure of the United States or the world or whatever. Yeah. Okay, there you go. That's the setup. But in true Michael Mann format, there are a few things missing from this film that I was hoping to see. I guess I just set my goals too high for this one. I should have waited for video. But like a true moviegoer that I'm trying to reinvent myself to be, I went and sat my honey for the 2-hour experience. I think it was around a little more than 2 hours, something like that, around that time frame. Don't quote me on that, but I gotta say the lead, Chris Hemsworth, that does the Thor role for the Marvel Comics movies, I gotta say he did a great job. He did a good job. You could tell he was trying to do a different accent in the movie. He was kind of like a stateside New Jersey kind of accent, or Pittsburgh maybe, somewhere around in there. But I feel like he himself was a little bit wasted in this role. It could have been, I think this role should have been given to a more of a middle-aged kind of actor, kind of like Willem Dafoe or somebody of that nature that's honed their skills a little bit more. Not to say he didn't do a good job. He did a great job in the film, but I just think that he was a little bit wasted because he's more of a computer hacker. He's not an operative. He's not an FBI, ex-CIA guy or anything like that. He's not going to jump. He jumps into some action in the movie, but that's what kind of took me out of the movie, because I'm like, this guy has no formal training. He shouldn't be doing what he's doing, and that's not Michael Mann to me. That's not, you know. So what I'm getting at, guys, is there are some action set pieces, and there's good build-up to them. And there's one jolting moment in the movie where I didn't see coming from left field. It just hit me out of left field, and I was like, whoa. I'm not going to tell you what that was, but there is good action set pieces in the movie. The action culmination at the end with the bad guy is kind of a semi-letdown. It's all build-up, but then it happens, and you get gratification, but it's kind of like, well, I was wanting something a little bit more. So I guess what I was wanting to see was Michael Mann, the intense action background of Heat, Collateral even, or even Miami Vice, the action set pieces in those movies. They had action in this movie. There's a lot of automatic gunfire and stuff like that in certain parts. It's just that the setup of the movie is a little too long. It takes about 25 to 30 minutes to really get this turkey going in the oven. And I think they could have tightened that whole exposition thing up a little bit more. This movie would have benefited from being about 15 to 20 minutes more lean. I'm not saying I have the attention span of a gnat on speed or something. It's just that when I'm watching a Michael Mann film, I gravitate more to that type of Michael Mann film than, say, some of his more experimental ones like The Insider or something like that. This is like The Insider story kind of espionage kind of thing mashed up with action pieces that are thrown in. So if you're kind of the intense Michael Mann fan of like Heat, Public Enemies, movies like that, the action is there, but it's not as much. It's just kind of more, it's an intense story to be sure, but at the end of the day, I think they messed with Chris Hemsworth, not to his discredit. He did a great job, but I think they should have chosen an older person to do that role, mainly because it just seemed like it needed more of a mastermind in the good guy role. Plus, I don't know, I just was expecting a little more action, or maybe more of a covert background to the lead so that he could jump into more action or something of that nature. Not saying it's not action-packed. There is, like I said. But overall, I would say, even if you're a die-hard Michael Mann film, I would probably go out on a limb and say wait for Redbox. But now if you got the money laying around, go burn it. This is just my quickie approach to these At the Flicks videos, post-viewing thoughts. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Rock on. I'll catch you next time. Bye.